Hey guys, join me as I show you my whole NYSC Orientation Camp experience in 5 minutes. So upon arrival, we were welcomed with a social night. Oh my god, this girl is killing it. And afterwards, of course, we had a welcome service from NCCF, that's National Christian Compass Fellowship. Before 4 a.m, you should be up to prepare for devotion and workouts.
I want to go! Hey! Oh, yeah!
I want to go! I know, right? Yeah, absolutely. We wanted to go home and we were barely a day or two. But guess what? Everyone hated the sound of that alarm. And yeah, after the workouts, we were all exhausted and we're now going back to the hostel. Only for us to hear another alarm to have lectures in the hall. And guess what? I slept throughout. Like you could literally see it. I was exhausted. Chai! Oh my god. And afterwards, we were moved to the next hall for Said training, where I served at the Said culture. And afterwards, I went to take my NYSC uniform. Here is a fun fact. The uniforms are not oversized, except you are just lucky. So this was the moment where we transited from prospective corps members to actual corps members. Yep, that's me. Yielding it all to God, of course. Who else would I yield to? This moment I call it freeze because everyone stands still till the alarm stops. So I joined the volleyball team to play for my platoon 10, and afterwards I ended up as a standby player and I enjoyed every bit of it.
Your food is ready!
That's the sound, like the favorite sound of every corps member. I mean, no corps member would trade this sound for anything, trust me. But then trust corps members, they always have plan B. Mommy market all the way. Just wait for it. A few moments later. You didn't see that coming, did you? So we're here at the social night. Quick one. At times camp is fun and strenuous, but boring is not the word. Feels worse, you mind sharing your thoughts? And this Sunday, my favorite day on camp. Let me tell you a little secret. I like to dance. Actually, that's not the real secret. This is it. You know NCCF? Their services? Don't miss them. Always refreshing. Trust me, they are. So back to my story. Food. Yeah, every Sunday we get to eat chicken. Yeah, that's a special thing about camp. Wait, is that even special? Anyways, meet the friends I made on camp. Beautiful souls, especially the ones from NCCF family. Beautiful blessings to me. So right here I was feeling my glow, but behind the glow there is the firebrand. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, fast forward to the man o' war trainings and the drills, and you could see them in the pictures. Our outfits were already dirty, but we were still vibing. It was so fun this evening. I enjoyed every bit of it. So the next day was our side presentation. I was part of the fashion and design. As you can see the products that we made. It was all splendid. Introducing my camp jollof. Please give this feeling for me. So finally, the long-awaited march past is here, and we're preparing, and this is it. Like, if you did not march in camp, what did you do? I don't know, because it was literally the goal of every day's training and all that. So after the announcement of the results, I went to greet my coach, and everybody was running because it was raining. Whatever happened to under the rain and in the sun, I don't know, because nobody had time to be drenched to a lie. So we won the football match, and right here I was giving all the energy I had, but then guess what? This was what I got. So finally got to my platoon stand to take the kitchen duties, and it was such an experience. This was my first time of, handling this kind of fish, and we all did a great job. Finally, it was carnival day, the last Saturday on camp, and I was showing my dance there. By now you should have known that I love to dance. I shouldn't be reminding you. Yeah, so I enjoyed every bit of it. So before the carnival, I was a little bit hesitant to join the cultural dance thing because the outfits were not really my kind of outfits, but I eventually joined, and I enjoyed every bit of the dancing and showing this part of my talents, and it was exciting for me to think that this might be the last time I would ever come out like this to dance, so I had to take the chance. At this point, you should be giving me my flowers because, man, good dancers have the best dance moves. But of course, every culture have their beautiful moves too, which is the goal of the carnival, to bring unity amongst different cultures and tribes in Nigeria. So this was the last day on camp. Different platoons were called to dance, and I was happy, and at the same time I was going to miss camp. And of course, NCCF family also did a service, and it was hot. I was excited to get my posting letter because I've been trusting God for my posting, and finally he brought me to the place where he would have me serve my entire service here. At the first instance, I was disappointed by the outlook, but I was like, God, is this you? And eventually things turned out to be amazing. Stay tuned and watch my next episode of my NYSC story. Thanks for watching. See you on my next episode. Bye.